Now, our parenting expert, Nikki Bush, joins us in studio to talk about why it is so important for parents to identify their child's talent and to do it at an early age.
A very important part of parenting is tapping into and identifying what really activates your child's potential. What lights them up, what makes them fire on all cylinders. Well, this morning we delve into this very interesting subject with our creative parenting expert, Nikki Bush. Nikki, awesome to connect with you. I think I'm going to be doing a lot more of these parenting discussions with my little one on the way. And I'm always hyper aware, especially going through this process, that we live in a brave new world. There was the way that we used to do it and the way that kids are doing it for themselves now. So when we look at talents, traditionally, how did we approach the subject?
So if you think about school really was looking at things like mathematical talent, musical talent, athletic talent,
Sports,
linguistic talent, a very kind of narrow view of what talent is. So, Graham, you've got a linguistic child, But what does that mean? And there's so many sub-layers to that. And I think we've got quite stuck on looking at what talent means in the context of an academic institution.
Yeah, very much so.
But I think that we've got to start broadening our minds because, and you're going to find this when you have your little one growing up, if you actually start observing your children, but really watching them, not necessarily when they're doing the curriculum, but when they're doing the other stuff. So when they're pottering around at home, when they're playing with their building blocks, when they're playing teacher or housey, things like that, which they do, or when they get stuck into a game of logic and problem solving, and when they bliss out and lose themselves and lose track of time. That's when you see talent at work, when you see talent in action, when you see the magic bubbling up. That's when, like you said, what lights their fire?
Yeah.
When you see something absorbing them. My husband has little pearls of wisdom every now and again, and when he watches me at work, because I work from home, yes, kudos, Simon. When he watches me working at home, he will sometimes say to me, "You've disappeared. You've gone somewhere." And it's usually when I'm writing. When I'm writing an article or something, when I'm really engaged with something. And the world just ceases to exist for me. That's what we're looking for.
And it says to me, moving away from IQ to EQ, all of these are part of that new conversation. And I mentioned it is a brave new world. How has that conversation evolved now? What language should we be using? I think often we hand over so many of those parenting roles to the school, to the teacher, to other people to do it. How does it now fall back on us as parents?
Okay, so there's a new mantra in the world of work, and it is who you are is going to be far more important than what you do or what you sell.
Nice.
Because what you do and what you sell is going to keep changing because we live in this brave new world where information is becoming obsolete and it's freely available, where industries are on the rise and others are on the decline. And so we need these children to be so adaptable for this new world. So when I say who you are is far more important than what you do or what you sell, when you're looking at talent and children, you need to be spotting the who, so that very deep personal side of your child, as well as the what. So here's an example. A child could be really good at problem solving, technical problem solving. That's the what. But the who could be that this child also has a very high need to care for others. Yeah. So when you're looking at careers, can we look for something that can bridge the who and the what? Because then we'll get career satisfaction.
Completely, and that's where the passion is activated as well. Now, all this says to me that as parents, you have to be very observant, but it also gives you the opportunity to learn and grow through that process as well. Very interesting topic. We're going to continue this discussion, how to activate your child's talent. Nikki Bush, our creative parenting expert, is with us all morning.